This is the real life. Oh God, give me the reason. The Multivoicer. About the Multivoicer game na talaga to. Hi, I'm Abby Clutario, and today I am going to show you once again the Archetype Tim Henson, but I'm going to be focusing more on one of its key features, the Multivoicer. Okay, so if you've watched my last stream, I was actually playing with the presets of the Archetype Tim Henson, and it's awesome. By the way, Archetype Tim Henson is the latest, freshest plugin from Neural DSP. So hopefully by the end of this video, matutunan nyo rin kung paano i-set up ang Multivoicer ng Tim Henson. And siguro ma-inspire din kayo, no, para magamit siya sa inyong sariling instrumento and maybe find other ways to apply it in your own music. So let's start. Okay, so this is the Archetype Tim Henson plugin suite. What you're seeing right now is the basic interface, and this is the Multivoicer. Yeah. The Multivoicer is a harmonizer or a slash vocoder. Okay, so coming from the word harmony, okay, nag-create siya ng harmony ng inyong audio signal, okay? And also, it can be a vocoder. Okay, vocoder coming from the word voice, ibig sabihin, yung harmony naman is kini-create by triggering naman with the voice, okay? So, I'll explain that later on. So, this Multivoicer can add up to 4 voices, okay? So, kung siguro familiar kayo sa choir, parang siyang may soprano, may alto, may tenor, may bass. Pwedeng hindi rin SATB, basta 4 na harmony voices. So, this is the interface, and I'm going to show you how it works first, straight up with the audio signal. Okay, so I'm gonna be using my stick. Okay, so now it's off. This is the sound of my Chapman Stick. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the Tim Henson, the Archetype Tim Henson plugin, and I've chosen one of the presets that has the Multivoicer in it. So this one is the Dream Staccato. This one, let's start first with this graph. The one in the middle is your audio signal, okay, your main audio signal. So if I turn this down, it's just the harmony that you're gonna hear. Pag tinaas ko siya, yan. So pwede mo actually mabalanse siya with the harmony, okay? Alright, and these 4 blue or purple, violet lines, ito naman yung mga harmony voices, okay, or the harmony. Right, okay, so in the audio mode, meron siyang in a way parang presets, so you can actually set up your harmony on the fly, okay? So for example, here, ang voicing library niya is the groupings of the notes. So pwede siyang triads, it can be closed triad, open triad, so meron siyang sariling arrangement ng notes. We have 7th chords, drops, tensions, tone clusters, and others. Yan, meron pa siyang octaver, so it can be used also as an octaver. Okay, if you've chosen that, you can also choose the scale, okay? So the major, the minor, or chromatic, and of course the root note. So for example, in this preset, the Dream Stack, it's in A minor. So the harmony that you will hear is in that key. All right, so that's the thing when you choose the audio mode. Okay, straight up na siya if you use it with any of these presets, okay, the setup. So it will not change the quality at all of the scale or the key. All right, there are so many ways that you can tweak the Multivoicer, okay? These 4 lines, once again, are the harmony voices. So the first line corresponds to this first row. Is it row or column? And then second, third, and fourth. Okay, so here naman, there. Okay, so on the knobs, we have the mismong interval. If you want to be specific on what kind of note you want to harmonize your audio with, okay? The level and the panning. So you can tweak it around. You can use the knobs, or you can actually hold on to this, drag and hold them. Okay, yan. So, if you pull them down, nag-a-adjust yung volume. Okay? So, if you pan it to the right or left, panning naman siya. Okay? So, para hindi na kayo mahirapan, you can actually use these sliders. Let me turn it back to the default so you can see how it goes. Okay, there you go. So, this is the setup. For example, you want the voices, okay, to be lower than the main voice. So you can actually adjust them all together like that. Relatively, it adjusts. Okay? And pwede rin naman, you can adjust it with this slider here, yung panning niya. Now, so that's one way to tweak it. Meron pa. This one, the detune and the delay. So, yan, if you want them all together on the beat with the main voice, ganyan siya. Okay, pero kung gusto nyo na medyo ma-humanize siya, you can adjust it outwards. There. So, let's see how it sounds with that. Hear that? Okay, let me try to adjust this. There. So, the harmony actually sounds like parang it's strumming it. There. Okay. And you can also detune it slightly using this slider over here. Yan. Pero para medyo, if you want to have a different effect. This one, para siyang may chorus or parang nagpo-flange ng konti yung tones. Nice. So there, you can actually tweak around with these settings and see what you like or see what applies to your music or to your taste, whatever. Why the Multivoicer and why am I so fascinated with it? Well, actually, I've always been partial to this element of music, harmony. Okay? So, kahit siguro ng bata, when I was learning how to play the piano, na-fascinate ako when somebody started to play the chords. Because that time, syempre puro notes yung tinutugtog ko. And then, nung sumama ako sa choir, yung lyrics namin, may mga letters sa taas. So, eventually, I learned doing the chords. Tapos, I remember, na-fascinate din ako doon sa mga inversions when I knew how it sounded, parang ganun. So, it was, mainly the key element when I write also my songs. So in a way, yung harmony, isa sa mga inuuna ko pag gumagawa ako ng music to, inspire me to create the melody afterwards or even the form of the song, etc., etc. Yun. So, kaya ako na-fascinate sa Multivoicer is because of that, especially that, because of harmony. And then, I took up choral conducting when I was in college. So, I was able to learn how to arrange for choir, for voices. Yun. Tapos, I learned about the vocoder. It was very amazing for somebody to sound like that. Para ka may personal choir sa likod. Yun. If you've watched any of my videos before, I've had a lot of covers na naggumamit ako ng vocoder. Of course, syempre nandyan yung kay Imogen Heap. Nandyan din yung standard songs na kinakanta ko with the vocoder. And of course, being a girl, our physicality, hindi talaga natin, unless alto ka talaga na ganyan, hindi talaga natin maaabot yung boses ng lalaki, 'di ba? So kahit papaano, yung vocoder or ito, yung mga ganito, yung mga pitch shifting devices, pitch shifter devices, harmonizer, octaver, it gives me a chance to sing those low notes. The Multivoicer for me is a very handy tool to create more music. Alright, nasabi ko na sa inyo ngayon yung audio mode niya. Pero meron pa siyang isang feature and yun yung I think it's very special for me and it's the MIDI mode, okay? So, let me just put my stick away. Yan. And I'm back. Okay. Wala lang mabigat. Itong setup nito sobrang essential for me kasi I can actually use it for my live performances. Lalo na ngayon, di ba? Ang hirap-hirap ngayon kumanta, makijam ng sabay-sabay. Especially kunyari meron kayong choir. If you used to really sing together before, now with the pandemic going on, it's really not possible. The only thing that's nearly possible to do is to, do a video tapos i-edit na lang na para magmukhang sabay-sabay ko yung kumakanta. But it doesn't really add up to that feeling. No? So I think this is the closest that you can get to have a support if you need that choral sounding voice for your music. So as I've said, I'm gonna teach you how I set up the Archetype Henson Multivoicer in the MIDI mode. Okay? So I'm gonna use a controller para makontrol yung voice signal ko dun sa harmony na gusto kong iparating sa kanya. Tama ba yan? Ayun, basta ganun. Alright, okay. So here I've set up my DAW. I've connected my microphone to my DAW. So ang gagawin ko ay lalagay ko yung plug-in. Let me just search for it. Tim Henson. Okay. Okay, alright. Tapos, ang gagawin natin, lalagay natin siya dyan. I already put up a simple vocoder preset. So, makikita niyo yan, Abby vocoder. Tinanggal ko lang yung ibang mga features ng Tim Henson, okay? Of course, you can also tweak around with it with the Multivoicer if you want, but I'll just use the Multivoicer for now, okay? Right, so, yan, meron na tayo sa vocals. So, ang gagawin muna natin is to create a MIDI track. In Studio One, it's actually instrument track. So let's go ahead and add that up. And let's say this is our MIDI controller. So, okay, I've set up my CME X key controller. Okay, my keyboard. There. And then, sa MIDI output channel, we're going to assign yung Tim Henson na nakakabit doon sa vocal track. So, naka-assign na siya, pero wala ka pang maririnig kasi hindi pa siya naka-engage. Okay? Wala pa kasi ang MIDI is tinitrigger siya when you have already pressed the keyboard. Okay? So, let's go do that now. We're gonna turn the Multivoicer on. This is the audio mode. Now, I'm going to turn on the MIDI mode. There you go. Okay, so yan. Wala pa kayo naririnig, naka-turn on na si MIDI. Makikita nyo doon sa aking piano roll. If I press these notes, yan. It creates the harmony. Depende dun sa mga pinores ko na chord or the keys, okay? There. Very nice. Okay. So, when you're in the MIDI mode, okay, the interface is slightly different. So, mapapansin nyo, medyo kulang na yung knobs. It's just the level and pan for the knobs of each notes. Okay? So, itong blank na to, ayan yung mga notes na pinipindot ninyo. So, depende kung sino yung pinaka-nauna na signal, yun yung arrangement niya. Not necessarily from low to high. So, for example, if I press A there, ayun, the harmony is in A. And then, for example, C sharp, now I have a triad in my voice, yon. So, not necessarily in low, pero kunyari, ito yung nauna, ito yung pangalawa, ito yung pangatlo, yan. So, that's the time you can tweak it. Here. And here. Pwede nyo rin babaan yung main voice nyo para kung gusto nyo mas marinig yung harmony. So, let's try to do it right now. Ooh. go. And of course, if you switch this knob and tweak around with the delay and maybe the tune slider, it can also go, yan, pwede nyo rin siyang i-tweak na para medyo maging humanized yung feel. Subukan natin. Ha, ha, la, o, diba tamang may nalilate. Alright, so right now, I actually have a reverb FX send. I'm just gonna turn it up a bit. Yan. Ha. Kunwari nasa room. Okay, and then let's try to play around with this. Ha, ha. Is this the real life? Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. O, diba? Let's try to play around with this. Maybe record something. Okay. Ang kinagandahan nito, kapag MIDI mode yung ginamit ninyo, is you can tweak it afterwards. So, kapag na-record nyo na, you can tweak the vocals and the MIDI track separately. Okay, let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's try. Okay, let's try to do something from ABBA. You can dance, you can try, having the time of your life. Ooh, see that girl, watch that scene, taking the dancing queen. Yawn, all right. Nakakatuwa kasi naririnig ko yung parang may nalilate. So, alam mo yun, meron talagang tao feel. Alright, so as I've said, you can record these separately. So, kunyari nagkamali kayo dun sa main track, pwede nyong i-tweak. And of course, yung MIDI track, pwede nyong i-tweak din yung mga notes. So, for example, nagkamali kayo ng press ng keyboard and you decide to make it a different chord, you can do that. Ayan, kung medyo gusto nyo yung dissonant. Ayan, G-sharp yung pinalit ko. Taasan nga natin ako para marinig niya. Yun. So, kunwari parang ganon. But let's return it. Let's play around a little bit more. Okay, let's try something from maybe Boyz II Men. Ha, ha. Ayan. So as you can hear, there's a lower voice there. Ha, 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 ha. Can you tell me how a perfect love goes wrong? Can somebody tell me how you get things back the way they used to be? Oh God, give me the reason I'm down on bended knees. Ooh. Ooh. So there you have it, the Multivoicer from the Archetype Tim Henson plugin suite. If you haven't yet, you can go to their website, neuraldsp.com, so you can go check out and try the plugins for 14 days. Try it yourself and see. Sana po ay nagustuhan ninyo yung aking setup, and I hope na ma-inspire kayo na magamit siya. As I've showed to you guys, you can use it with your own voice, you can use it with a synthesizer or your controller of choice or instrument of choice. You can use it in your recording. Kapag po kayo ay magre-record, you can use this as a harmonizer, also as a vocoder. If you're going to create backing tracks, you can also use it for a live setup, gaya po ng mga pinakita ko sa inyo. If you have a question regarding the plugin, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comments at susubukan ko pong masagot ang inyong mga tanong. And of course, don't forget to tag me in the videos. Kung sakali po nagagamitin niyo yung Tim Henson Multivoicers, yes, please just tag me. Please don't forget to follow me on my social media pages. I'm on Facebook, on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. Please subscribe, and also on Twitter and TikTok. I hope you learned something at sana po na-inspire ko po kayo na mag-create ng more music at gumamit ng mga iba't ibang tools for your own creative passion. So once again, Abby Cutario. See you on the next video. Bye!